What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Humble Warrior checking in with you. Wanted to give my thoughts on the first day of minicamp. The recap that Dougie is wrong gave. He gave a really good play-by-play breakdown of what happened today. From what he read, Tua had a rough day, throwing 5 interceptions. Majority of those were tip passes that led to the interceptions, and I think one of them, I think the corner maybe jumped the route or something like that. But I wanted to give my overall opinion about the mini camp today. From what I understand, it was an all passing day, so the offense got a chance to just work on timing and routes and different things like that. However, there was a torrential downpour, so by it pouring so hard and so fast, a lot of the throws that he was making, like I said again, were either the receiver dropped it or it was tipped. In fact, 3 of the interceptions, the balls were actually tipped. One of them went through Gesicki's hands and ended up in Holland's hands for interception. So, needless to say, the 5 interceptions aren't great. It's something that he does have to improve on. But allow me to say this. So, it's minicamp, folks. It's literally minicamp. Why are you guys beating him up over minicamp? I just want to know. So 5 interceptions in minicamp foretells what's going to happen in the regular season. I mean, is he not entitled to make mistakes? Even with a torrential downpour, and he said himself that they're going to be playing a rainy game, so why not get the kinks out now so that come regular season time, he's actually performing better under those circumstances versus throwing 5 interceptions in a regular game and having people bury him. People amaze me with how negative they are toward him and how biased they are about his progression and how he's getting better and how he's absorbing so much being thrown at him at one time. In fact, a lot of people said that they want to see him be aggressive, and today he came out there and aggressively moved the ball down the field with big chunk plays left and right. So you can take just as much good from minicamp today as you do bad. The only bad part is the 5 interceptions. That's it. So you harp and beat down him for 5 interceptions, but then you ignore all the positives around it. The fact that he was hitting receivers in stride, chunk plays, and they were making plays once they caught the ball. They didn't have to stop to turn around and like that. It was just straight dime passes to Waddle and Fuller and Parker and Gesicki, and I guess that's the entire first team offense. But they were clicking pretty good. Yeah, the torrential downpour had a lot to do with the way they performed, but overall, I personally think Tua had a decent day. Yeah, the 5 interceptions sucked, but it's minicamp. So I'm not gonna get on him that, oh, well, Tua sucks and he's trash and blah, blah, he's garbage because he threw 5 interceptions in minicamp, which is, this month is June, and the season will start in September, so he literally has 2.5 to 3 months to get it down packed, which I know he will, because he put in this much work already, and he made chunk plays in minicamp today. That only means he's gonna get better. And technically, the rain actually helped him because in those type of situations, at least he knows, hey, some games are gonna be like this. Gonna be situations where I gotta put the ball precisely on the receiver and allow him to catch it. Now, if he goes to his hands or he tips the ball, that doesn't fall onto it because, hey, he threw a great pass. Now, if he throws a shitty pass and gets tipped, then yeah, that's him. But from what the play-by-play that Doug read, most of those passes was on the money. But they got tipped. Either receiver stretched out or whatever, and he got tipped and picked. But I seriously thought for a second he threw the ball all the way behind the receiver, forcing him to tip it up in the air. No. But, people gas this up, use this as a weapon to say, oh, well, I told you he was trash. Like I read one comment, some guy said, oh, this is just him picking up from the Buffalo game. Did you even watch the Buffalo game, bro? Did you see what Buffalo did to Tua? That offense became one-sided because they could not run the ball. And in today's minicamp, they didn't even focus on running. They just want him to air the ball out, and that's exactly what he did. So if it was a stat sheet out there, he probably put up close to 260, maybe 270 yards in the air. The only downside to that is he threw 5 interceptions. That's the only downside. So how does one minicamp make him garbage? Or makes it to where people start jumping on his back automatically? I'm confused. Please help me understand that. Because they have several more minicamps coming. And they got mandatory training camps. So I'm almost certain they're going to be literally making him that much better. Actually, he's going to be getting that much better because, as he said today, we're going to be playing these situations. So I need to get better. But to hit chunk plays to Waddle and the Parker and the Fuller and the Gronkowski and other receivers, that shows a lot of fucking promise compared to last season. And now the fact that his receiving core is healthy and they didn't want to hurt themselves today, it still says a lot. That offense is growing. And people don't seem to see that because all they see is the turnovers. And then, oh, well, he threw 5 picks. Who cares, bro? Who cares? Does it really hurt that boy threw 5 picks today? Because Brissett wasn't any better, but this isn't about Jacob. This is about Tua. Because he is the unanimous starter. So to all his haters that do come on here and bash this boy and say, oh, well, he's trash, he's this, he's that. We should have got Herbert. We should have did this. What is he doing that's so terrible that makes you really believe that he's not the guy? Because he took risks today? Technically, I'm tired of using that word. He hasn't taken risks today. He literally came out there and showed what he learned from last season, from the rookie year. He went out there and moved the damn ball down the field, which is what you guys brought him in to do, which is what he did in college. He didn't believe in dink and dunk. He believes in 25, 30-yard plays, getting chunk plays moving down the field. And he did exactly that today. He hit Fuller and Waddle in a couple under routes. They turned the big play, but then he also hit them down the field. Just like he hit Parker down the field. One of them Parker caught, the other one he dropped. So he's doing his job. Yes, you can harp on the 5 interceptions all you want. But it does not change the fact that he's actually progressing. He's not digressing because he wasn't taking 5, 6, 7 sacks. I think at the most in this minicamp he took probably 2. That's it. So their defense is still dominant, but look at how Tua shredded them with chunk plays. Yeah, you could say, well, he threw 5 interceptions. Of course he did. But were not most of them accounted to tips? And only one went through Gesicki's hand right into Holland's hand? Just asking. Because to me, it seems like no matter what he does, people always have something negative to say. It's getting to the point where it's kind of ridiculous, if you ask me. But anyway, guys, just give me your thoughts on that. I'll be making more videos as I, get into this minicamp series. All right, guys, have a great day. Peace.